What's going on? What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in this thing, man. Doing what we does. Shout out to the entire Lions Den Box community, mighty LDBC, man. We working, and apparently, some shit came up, man. I wake up Saturday. Used to not waking up to a lot of. Okay, I got you. I'm not used to waking up to a lot of news Saturday morning. Want to squeeze one in before Michigan State come on, and before the rascal wake up. So he probably want to wake up in a minute. So I might have to move and groove for a minute. He had a long night yesterday. Playing with my moms. And then went to the park. They didn't treat him better than they treated me. Say no, your baby though, but he got home, boss baby. They got a TV show for boss baby for all my peoples out there. So he was chilling. And this idiot ass Miles tearing shit up. But we had a good stream last night. I deleted it though, man. What's going on, Callie?
What's up, family, man?
Man,
I saw that this morning too. Man, it confirms what I heard about. It's heard about what I heard in the background about that fight not want to be made. I'll tell you off air, man. What I heard in the background about that fight not happening. What I'm talking about, what Floyd talking about, Terence Crawford and Earl Spence. I'll tell you behind the scenes, man.
yeah, he just legitimately,
So this it's
legitimately he it sound like some it sound like some hoe shit, man. It do sound like some real hoe shit, man.
Oh, it is.
Sorry.
You gonna be surprised, man. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes, man. Let's see, you gonna be surprised what I heard, but it all makes sense. That's all I can say, man. It all makes
I
sense.
heard I heard I heard Fred say some shit about they got a big schedule planned and shit. They really
Hmm.
ain't got nothing planned for the fall. Nothing.
Now they'll have nothing for the fall, but they're talking about the big schedule starts really starts at 2019, but I mean technically it kicks off at the end of this
December
year.
22nd. December 22nd.
You're right, but there's a huge schedule for 2019. So we're supposed to be getting some big fights, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I
Yeah,
do do.
they got 3 days. They got 3 days on lock. They got one in January in Vegas, MGM Grand, one in February in Vegas, MGM Grand, and T-Mobile Arena.
Right.
Uh, March. Oh, talk about the Pacquiao thing. I
Yeah.
heard that, bro. I heard that about Terence Crawford though. I heard that Terence Crawford was on some funny ass shit. To be honest,
Nah, not to be honest. Now from that not about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it comes to Earl and Bud, and when it comes to the Pacquiao thing, I already know he's lying about
well,
that one.
no, not that he just lying. That was a thing.
Right.
At one
Remember,
point in time,
Pacquiao.
at one point in time, that was a thing where when Crawford was at 140 and he wanted to get all the belts, and I believe they wanted. It was something about I can't remember, but people were saying that Crawford, was ducking Pacquiao because Crawford made a statement. It wasn't a duck. It was just basically like I can't remember exactly what it was, but
No, Crawford wanted to get undisputed, but then again, when it was time after he was done with that, he did want Pacquiao, and Pacquiao asked for 10 million. Then behind the scenes, he asked for
no, he asked
20
for
million
20.
guaranteed.
He asked for $20 million. He priced. That's what Bob Arum said out of his own mouth. He said that Pacquiao, I'm not going in my pocket to pay that. He said Pacquiao said he wanted $20 million to fight Terence Crawford,
Yep.
guaranteed. That's what he said. But before that, it was some talk about Crawford ducking him. But but Crawford said he wanted to stay and get all the belts. I think it was about the weight. But Pacquiao, he could easily make 140. If you could make 135 for Lomachenko,
Yep.
you
No,
could
he
easily
could
make 140.
Pacquiao could make 140, man, but it literally was that Terence Crawford wanted to have one of the legacy achievement. I understood that, man. He wanted a legacy achievement for the undisputed, man. He was so close. It didn't make any sense. So he said, man, he wanted to collect all the belts. So I'm not mad at him for that, man. He took made that as the priority for fighting Pacquiao, which would have been a bigger money fight. And then after that, he did want Pacquiao. He really wanted Pacquiao. And Pacquiao was like, nah, man, you got to pay me a lot of money in order for me to fight that dude, man. And so Pacquiao priced himself out of the fight, man, at the end of the day. And that's what really happened. Pacquiao priced himself out because he didn't want to fight him. He said, man, I'm going to ask for this astronomical number because Pacquiao at the time wasn't a pay-per-view star anymore. But you probably could have put that fight on pay-per-view and probably did, I don't know, maybe 350,000, 400,000 buys or something like that, based off of that, which is, you make money. You're making money when you get to, really, you start making money, you get to about 150,000. But, or I mean, no, excuse me, you make your money back when you get to 150,000. But when you get to, once you get past everything past that, it's profit. So he could have made that fight, but Pacquiao didn't want to make that fight. Pacquiao was like, look, man, I need to be compelled. If I'm gonna get up here and get beat up by this young kid, you have to heavily compensate me, and that's one of the reasons.
That's what Freddie Roach was saying, that was a bad matchup for them.
It was, man. Freddie Roach told the truth from Pacquiao a whole bunch of times, man. And he was saying this before they were even close to breaking up. He was telling the truth on Pacquiao, man. People was over there still. There's still people trying to say, well, the Pacquiao didn't want to fight. For Floyd because of the money. Nah, Pacquiao didn't want to fight with Floyd because he was juicing. His whole facial, his bone structure changed once he got off the juice. He would have popped dirty if he would have been taking an Olympic star drug testing back then. That's why he made all the excuses not to fight. So yeah, Manny Pacquiao didn't want to, and he didn't want to fight Terence Bud Crawford. At least not at that time in his career. To be honest with you, Manny Pacquiao never liked fighting slick black boxers. There was always a bad matchup for him. Those are the guys that would give him problems. He always liked to have guys that would stand right there in front of him, guys that were much easier to hit. Even though I don't think he beat Marquez, and, in either of the four fights, I thought he lost all four times. I would say if the first one you could arguably say it's the draw, but I thought he lost pretty much. The first one was a draw. You could either say there was a draw and 3 losses or 4 losses, in my opinion. I don't think he won any of the fights. But Pacquiao knew what he was doing, man. Pacquiao's out here talking now because it was PBC. But Bud, believe me, Bud gonna come out and say something once he find out what he just said. He like, we can make that fight now. He don't want to fight Bud. He chose Adrian Broner because Adrian Broner don't throw back, don't punch back, man.
Well, according to Floyd made that fight. Floyd running PBC with Al Haymon.
Yeah, he does. It turned out, yeah, that's something that I was told. I didn't know about that until this year. I was told that that Floyd really he PBC, and I said I was told that behind scenes that Floyd is PBC. I never knew. I just thought he was PBC was Al's a baby, but no, it's Floyd's too. So
he should have just shut up.
Yeah,
the fighters know that.
Yeah, the fighters do know that. That's why you don't see anybody disrespecting Floyd. That's why none of the PBC fighters disrespect Floyd or really call him out. Because he's
that makes sense. Charlo don't care. Charlo's probably are really ready to bounce.
You're right. They may be. Go for it, bro.
I ain't mad at him. Shit. You see what Ishai Smith said last night?
No, I didn't see what he said, but I saw something that said he I was getting ready to watch your video. I ended up cutting the bid, man.
Man, this dude is a scoring woman, bro. Like, he really, really mad Floyd to cut this dude off. I mean, how can you? I mean, everything he said was true about Floyd. I'm not gonna lie,
right.
But how can you be mad? No other promoter would have got you the shots that you got.
He got a lot of shots. He's not that good. He's a German fighter, man. He's the kind of guy, man. If you're looking to step up, you know what I mean. If you're looking to step up, he's the kind of fighter you put him in the ring with. He's a gatekeeper, man. Or I would say a gatekeeper for a prospect. To me, a prospect or maybe a contender. No, I think he's gonna be ready right now. If he's gonna keep fighting, he's gonna be fighting prospects, man. Prospects who are ready to step up to become, contenders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I see him be. I think he's becoming right now. He's been a gatekeeper for guys that get an opportunity to get title shots. He's gonna be reduced to gatekeeper for guys for prospects who are looking to step up and to get ranked. So prospects are looking to get ranked within the top 15. That's what they'll be fighting him instead, man. That's what you've been reduced to, man. I mean, you've been that good.
Then you got your boy Andrade saying, that he want to move up. He'll move it to 168 for Canelo now. Like, bro, hey man, I did a stream last night. I ended up deleting it, man.
I don't believe Demetrius Andrade, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this dude to fight somebody for years. His best,
He about to be
I guess one of
31.
his, yeah,
He
one
about
of
to
his victories is minus Trojan. That's how disgusting.
he about to be 31 in 3 days, bro.
Yeah, man, it's he is. I mean, he is what
I'm
he
gonna tell
is.
you this. I'm gonna tell you this, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about the stream we did last night and keep it
Yeah.
clean. So I keep it up. They cheat. They did that to Billy Joe Saunders, bro. I understand Billy Joe Saunders had a part in that, bro. But they never had any intentions on fighting Billy Joe Saunders, though. They never did.
No, I saw Dominic Engel did a interview on IFL TV, and he was talking about that how
When he telling the truth, bro.
yeah, I thought he looked like he was telling the truth, man. He wasn't hesitating or nothing, man. He was pretty much calling bullshit on Victor Conte, man. I'm likely to believe him too, man. And Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn wanted to be able to, trap all the belts on the zone. That's why they can entice all the fighters to come over. You're a 160-pound fighter. You got to fight on the zone, man. To try to, it's also to try to build up his audience because Eddie Hearn fights don't generate any traffic.
Yeah, hold on real quick. Yeah, 7-8. I got you, Dr. Blick. I got you, bro. Just give me 1 minute. My Gmails, since they upgraded on my phone on my computer, that shit just mad slow, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like I said,
they set that nigga up, bro. I don't care what he said. He probably cheated, bro. Right. I ain't gonna say that he did or didn't cheat. They set him up, bro.
No, it won't surprise me whatsoever, man. Like I said, then Eddie Hearn, like he's definitely been trying because he's in danger of getting booted from there next year, man. So he has to try something, man. He has to do anything he can to generate traffic from the 160-pound division. It'd be funny though if Jamal Charlo decided to move up to 168 and chase those belts. Instead of fucking with Eddie Hearn, man, and I don't know what Eddie Hearn gonna be able to do at that point. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn, man, because he needs someone like Jamal Charlo to come over and to fight Danny Jacobs and them dudes, man. If Jamal Charlo moved up and said, you know what, screw y'all, man, I'm moving up to 168, goes up to 168, start fighting them dudes, dominate. Then Eddie Hearn, we know what's going on, man. They're trying to convince everybody to move up. I mean, they're trying to convince everybody to come to the zone for title shots.
But you don't have to though. You don't have to move up there. Real shit, you don't have to, because he got it. Like if he was a guy that was like ranked number 5 or 6, right, he got mandatory status to enter a belt.
Right.
If he got a purse bid and they really want to push Jamal Charlo, they can win that purse bid because the zone don't pay for purse bids. The promoter pays for it, and Canelo gonna drop that belt. But it's a chance that Canelo might not come down.
Yep, it is.
He gonna get his belt.
I don't think Canelo would lost the purse bid and they make that fight somewhere where Canelo don't feel like that he can get the judges in his favor. Because I mean, at that point, it's gonna be Al Haymon and them controlling where the judges and things like that, and making sure that they don't get screwed over. So. But then again, when Floyd fought Canelo, that was a Golden Boy promotion, so that's a different situation. I think this situation where it's PBC controlling all of that, you can actually change the outcome of some of this fuckery that's been going on in the sport of boxing when it comes to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's some of the disgusting crap, and so that's what I would do if I talk to him. I said, we're gonna win the purse bid, man. We're gonna drop a bag.
He ain't got to spend the money.
Yep.
He's not gonna have to spend the money.
Yep.
He's not gonna have to spend the money. I'm telling you, he's not gonna have to spend that money. They're gonna drop that belt, bro. Oh, we can't make the weight no more. They're gonna drop that belt, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It started with Derevchenko next week. Now Lou DiBella, he promotes Derevchenko.
Right.
Now he might take Derevchenko over to the zone. He might do some whole shit like that.
Yeah, he does promote Derevchenko, but don't forget Derevchenko's also signed with Al Haymon first. So he isn't advised by Al Haymon. Al Haymon could probably give him shoot him extra cash, shoot him some extra bucks, and match whatever the zone does to keep that belt from going. Because that's what they should do. You got to keep one of them belts, man. And if I'm Al Haymon, man, I'm doing what I got to do to make sure that he's not getting fucked over there. That's his fighter. Derevchenko is his fighter, and I will make sure he's not getting fucked in that situation, man. Where you can make sure you can bring that belt back.
Because he gonna sell. Because if they get him over there, he basically selling that shit. They gonna rob him. What's up, 7-8?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, brother? How you doing, Phil?
Chilling, man. I'm trying to see what happened with this Pacquiao. I saw the title. I want to hear what Pacquiao's lying about now.
He basically said, I'll read the quote for you. Give me a minute. He basically out here lying. He probably referring to that one instance where Crawford wanted to stay at 40 and unify his titles. Then when he unified the titles, that motherfucking Pacquiao didn't want to fight him. No, but this is what he said. I'm gonna read the quote. He said, according to Pacquiao, no, here we go. He is just afraid, and the promoters are preventing him from fighting me for a long time. Pacquiao was quoted saying by the Manila Times during the media lunch of the ISPS Hyundai and Emmanuel Jinky Heart Foundation at whatever hotel they was at. Because obviously, I remember Crawford said he ain't a real champion. He doesn't have a super belt. So he basically referring to that. He's saying basically Bob Arum is protecting him and they prevented him from fighting him. He lying like a mug, bro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, man, Pacquiao needs to cut that shit out, man. This dude be lying for no reason, man. Dude, he act like, this is what I'm saying about these fighters. They act like we wasn't even here. Like we didn't even see what happened. Like this dude, I covered this stuff from the beginning to the end. Pacquiao team was coming out saying they don't want no smoke with Crawford. Admitting it. They're like, nah, it's not the right style for us. He fight too much like Mayweather. Nah, we don't want. I don't like that style for Manny. This is what the man team saying.
7-8. Remember Freddie Roach? There's a video still on YouTube.
Yeah,
he sent it to me.
I sent it to you, man. He said this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He said this a year ago that he didn't want to. That Crawford styles were bad for Pacquiao. So I don't understand why he's lying.
There's also a video 3 years ago of Freddie Roach admitting something like that too, and that's the 3 years ago where Freddie Roach admitted that Pacquiao prevented the Floyd fight from happening. Pacquiao been ducking smoke forever, man. Yeah. Dudes don't like fighting slick black fighters because that's a bad matchup. He like dudes that's sitting right in front of him.
And Pacquiao asked for a guarantee of $20 million. And Bob Arum, all that stuff was documented too. He asked for a guarantee of $20 million at one point, one of the negotiations, and Arum said he can't give him a guarantee of $20 million. He can give him like a guarantee of something else, and then you could possibly make $20 million on the back end. Pacquiao said, nope. Him and Michael Collins like, nope, we want $20 million guaranteed. That's the only way we fight Crawford. So, man, stop it. He talking about somebody ducking him, man. This dude just left. It's like somebody getting out of jail and then talking shit about somebody in jail. Yeah, man. Man, that whole ass nigga, he ain't want no smoke with me. Man, we was up in there, man. Like, man, shut up, man. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you nigga out here lying and shit, man. And then you got Floyd. Floyd pulling the strings of PBC. I mean, I don't know how that flew over our head. We should have knew that he owned some stock in PBC. We should have known he owned PBC too. That just made too much sense to go over a lot of people's heads. We should have already knew that, man. And now he acting like he controlling Errol Spence's career now. Like,
right,
we ain't doing Crawford. And I'm just saying, dog.
If that's the case, man. I just gotta say this real quick. Then Errol Spence ain't his own boss, like he claims he is. He's not his own boss if that's the case. Because if they're allowing him to build up the fight, then that shows that Errol Spence has a boss. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is true.
No, but he can make the fight, but man, like I said, he can make the fight, man. But 7-8 said it before, man. What's going on? As they really are trying to milk the fans, man, to try to get more money up out of everybody, man. That's really what's going on.
Yeah, man. But they underestimating the power of the fight right now. We'll pay for that right now. I don't like even if for real, let's keep it 100. Even if they charge $100 for the fight, we would all buy it. So what you wait till next year and charge $100? Like, dude, you just wasted your time. The demand is here now. It's crazy, man.
I don't understand why they do that, because the longer they make it wait, it gets to a certain point where people don't care no more. So I don't understand why they're making people wait for it. And it's up to the fighters to actually push the issue, to actually say, I want this fight now. But all of them are just comfortable and relaxed, fighting bums, fighting people that we never heard of, like freaking Ocampos and people like that. That's what I'm saying.
Then that's why you see they ain't calling out Floyd now. They ain't calling out Floyd because Floyd pulling the strings. What's going on, Famous? No, because Floyd pulling the strings, man. That's why these niggas ain't calling out Floyd. That made perfect sense now. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd really calling the shots, pull that string to make Keith Thurman get up in there with that animal, man. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to see Errol Spence flourish, dog. I'm telling you that. He don't want to see him flourish.
Floyd, he old headed. Like what's that boy say? What's that boy who seen that song? I'll tell all my hoes, rag it up. That dude, that's what he is. Floyd, the old hater, man. Sit his ass around here. He don't want to see nobody come up. He don't want to see nobody flourish. Anytime somebody start getting too much attention, he got something negative to say. And this is what he is. I don't know why people just so afraid to call Floyd out and stuff, man. But man, Floyd, this is what he do, man. If he want to do for you, he wants you to be grateful. But as soon as you start doing good and it look like you doing something on your own, he finna sabotage you. He gonna sabotage that. That's what haters do, man. They can't stand to see you coming up. They want to make you dependent. He need to be doing that to them girls instead of these niggas.
Exactly, bro. And then E.J. Smith will drop bombs on him yesterday. I agree with everything he say, but nigga, you weren't saying that when he was giving you all them damn opportunities. You sound like a bitch that he kicked to the curb. Yeah. You got all the houses, cars, nigga. You got shots that niggas ain't never got. He fought everybody. Danny Jacobs, J-Rod, he got a title. Then they got a title, bro. Title. He got how did this nigga get a title, bro?
The man got a car. I heard Floyd bought. This is what I heard from somebody who was down there with them. Floyd bought E.J. Smith a car that E.J. Smith don't even know how to drive. He don't know how to drive a stick shift, and Floyd bought him the car, and the car just sitting there. Like, dude, you sitting right here complaining because you put yourself in a position to get treated like a side piece.
Exactly, man. Well, my granddad had his kids. My granddad had 5 kids on my daddy's side. Everybody got their first car was a stick shift. Everybody got to learn to drive a stick shift. So it ain't no point. You make some fight money, hire somebody to teach you how to drive a stick shift. You can turn on YouTube to learn how to drive a stick shift. Famous Athletics say, hold on, man. Yeah, Famous Athletics say, what y'all think about Haney wanting a fight deal for $500 million? He out his rabbit ass mind.
He ain't tripping, man.
Wait, what? 500 mil?
Yeah, he want a
mil. 500 mil monopoly money.
Yeah, you out your mind. You out in Dominican money. He out his mind, bro.
Man, he's tripping. He ain't gonna end up getting like that, man. He may end up getting some type of maybe like a $10 million deal for like 2 years or something like that.
Well, has he even made $500K?
No.
Nah, man.
Then why is he talking like he's the shit, man?
Because I'm gonna say this. It's nothing wrong to want to reach for the stars, but I understand he's being realistic. I mean, not being unrealistic, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna. I would be shocked if he doesn't settle on something more reasonable. But it's nothing wrong to reach for the stars, man. But I think he's just saying something like that just to draw attention to himself. At least I would like to believe that's what he's trying to do. I'm like, I hope that's what he's trying to do, but I really believe that's what he's trying to do, just reach for the stars. And he'll end up selling for something more reasonable, probably something like a 2-year, maybe 3-year, $10 million type of contract as a prospect, trying to become a contender at this point. That's what I see, man. You got to build up more name cachet and more name recognition. I was talking about that yesterday in the over there in the Gabriel Flores gym over there in the Gallo gym in Stockton, California. I said, man, I'm frustrated by these dudes act like that everybody know who they are. No one knows these dudes, man, at all. But these dudes act like they're huge celebrities. These dudes can walk down the streets. No one will recognize them, but they act like everybody know who they are. Man, you guys are known by a small circle of people in the United States of America. There's only probably maybe 2 million boxing fans in the United States alone. And the rest of people are like casual fans that fill in. But I'm serious. It's only about 2 million actual boxing fans in the United States. If you could go by the number.
Hey, you might be pushing it with 2 million.
Probably, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but what's it? I'm so I feel like if the Crawford fight is gonna happen any sooner, I feel like Errol's gonna have to kind of push for it because
Mayweather said, "No, sit your ass down, be humble."
Because if he's his own boss, he don't have to fight on PBC.
He don't, but he ain't gonna cross the aisle, bro.
No,
Eddie Hearn said some real shit. He said, man, he in that clique, man. They've been sweet talking him. He'll believe anything they tell him over there. He said, I can't get Earl Spence. They sweet talking him. They gonna believe it. He right, man. He in that clique, man.
No, but the problem with fighters is they're too long.
But his fighter, Anthony Joshua's in the clique where he'll believe anything that Eddie Hearn tells him, which is absolute and utter bullshit.
He ain't believe in Eddie Hearn. He believe in the real boss over there, Barry. He believe what Barry said. Barry said he still signed the check. Eddie just a motherfucking.
No, yeah, he is the boss, but Barry Hearn talked him out of $80 million too.
He did, because he said if you want to retire, take the fight. What kind of shit is that? Like, nigga, you don't believe in me?
I think Barry Hearn probably did like a thing like, yo, I've been in this game for years, man. Like, and he probably brought up like a freaking Chris Eubank and him versus Nigel Benn and all that. She's like, I've been there since that day, man. Trust me, it's better to build it up and then you can fight him at some point later. So he probably did that to AJ. But all I'm saying is these fighters, why they're so loyal to the promoter when the promoter don't really care about them. The moment they're useless, they dump them on the sidewalk, bro. That's all I'm saying. They should be loyal to what's best for their career instead of nailing themselves down to that promoter.
I'm gonna fucking say, you want to retire, take the fight. Hold on. That's Nebel Khan. Appreciate the Canadian money. I believe that's what that is. I used to work in Vegas. I've seen all the Range Rovers and Bentleys at Mayweather gym, and most of the fighters don't even have 10 fights. Well, that tells you what you see. You know, they tell you that he make sure everybody good. When you get on your feet and you trick your money off, hey Floyd, let me hold a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Floyd, I'm gonna tell you something about what about Floyd. He said, of course, he buying them trinkets and stuff like that. And Floyd wants to be, or at least try to make friends with him, even though he wants to treat people like shit at the end of the day. But when it comes to I definitely know that Eddie and Barry Hearn, man, with their goal is to they hope that Deontay Wilder slows down. If Deontay Wilder was to stumble or to slow down, they would go out of their way to make that fight next. I promise you, they would go out of their way to make Wilder Joshua next. If they just saw any type of flaw or anything where Deontay Wilder looked vulnerable or he took a massive beating but still eked out, they'd be like, all right, now's the time to pounce. They're looking for that opening for them to make this fight.
The problem with Wilder is, Wilder has all these fundamental like deficiencies, but that don't mean anything because he's always had that from the beginning. So it's harder to pinpoint when the right time is.
No, but it's slowing. They looking for him to slow down with speed. Okay. Something like that, something they can take advantage of, some type of fundamental real flaw that they think that they can actually take advantage of. They're opportunists. They're not going to put him in there with them right now because the moment Anthony Joshua was gone, that's why Eddie Hearn came over here. He came to the United States to try to get fighters so he doesn't have to put all his eggs in one basket. If he can get a bunch of American stars, then he can come over here and survive. I try to tell other dudes from the UK, like Eddie Hearn has no concern. He doesn't want to stay in the UK, man, because that market is capped. He'd like to go over there and take advantage of that market too, but he wants to be here and wants to be the man over here because there's unlimited money earning potential over here. Mm-hmm. But Anthony Joshua, the situation Anthony Joshua, they ain't gonna put him in there with that killer, man, anytime soon. And Wilder came out yesterday and said that he ain't going. Not yesterday, it was Thursday. He said I ain't going to the zone, man. He said as long as y'all affiliated with Eddie Hearn, I forgot. I got to find that article. He said as long as y'all affiliated with Eddie Hearn, I ain't going to that piece of shit, man. It's not the zone. He said it's not the zone. It's Eddie Hearn. You get rid of him, I may consider y'all.
The way I see it is that I feel like when it comes to like Eddie Hearn's tactics, I feel like he's willing to risk anybody else, but he can't risk Anthony Joshua because that's the main money flow. So like we did with Kell Brook, man. He threw Kell Brook into Triple G, man, and just allowed him to freaking fight Triple G and get his ass whooped. Because Kell Brook had no business fighting Triple G, and I know he wants to make that Amir Khan fight.
He should have fought Jesse Vargas. You know what I'm saying? He should have fought Jesse Vargas. That would have been a unification title, man, Paul. You know, but hey, it is what it is. But like I was saying before, Eddie Hearn them set up Billy Joe Saunders, bro. I don't care what nobody say. When I seen that man talk about that shit yesterday, I know what somebody telling the truth. And Dominic Ingalls sat down and was like, he just put, he kind of laid it down and shit. You know how they work, and he said that Victor Conti lied about Clenbuterol being 10 times stronger than Oxyfrine. He said, if that's the case, why is Clenbuterol on every ban list out there? He said he said they should. He said some bullshit. You know, he probably did take this shit or whatever, but he said that the oxyframe, he was explaining it better than Victor Conte did. He said he pulled up on Victor Conte. He ain't had shit to say to him about it. He said that the drug that's in the nasal spray, he says it's a whatever the A word is he used, that it breaks down into the body into small parts of oxyframe. And he said that Eddie Hearn and them never wanted to fight. They never wanted to make that fight for real. And he said that it should have went back to the UKAD, but he said they signed up for VADA. They should have waited the fine print a little bit more. But he said, you know, it is what it is. But I believe that I believe it, man, that this shit they never wanted this fight, because Demetrius Andrade was on IFL TV saying that I don't want to fight Billy Joe next. He said I want to fight David Lemieux. Then he went to Quarterman Radio and said the same thing. All of a sudden,
he said he needed two fights. He said he needed 2 fights before he'd be ready for Billy Joe Saunders. And all of a sudden, he's ready for Billy Joe Saunders. He signed the zone. I think Eddie Hearn was going to force him to make that fight. But then maybe Eddie Hearn found a way to get him out of it. There's no telling, man. I agree with you. I saw that on IFL.
Man, I don't give a fuck, man. That nigga wasn't lying, bro. I know when somebody lying, bro. That man wasn't lying, dog.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that nigga. I sat there and watched that interview, bro. That man wasn't lying. They set up Billy Joe Saunders, though. They had no intentions on that fight. That's why Frank Warren don't fuck with Eddie Hearn, man.
They jacked him. That's why, Frank Warren, he didn't want to fuck with Eddie. They jacked him for that belt, bro. Jacked his ass. But, I remember that Andrade talking about, he didn't want no smoke with Billy Joe. Billy Joe so big, and he need time to get bigger, all this shit. But now he talking about he'll move up to 168 to fight Canelo.
Wait, what do you mean big, man? He's bigger than, like, when they were standing next to each other, he was clearly way bigger than that dude.
Well, I guess he mean like moving up in weight.
Oh, okay.
As far as his weight, yeah, he bigger. He taller than Rocky Fielding. I'm not sure if he, as muscular bone structure is. That dude, man, Andrade 32. He'd be 32 in 3 days, bro.
What I'm
31,
saying,
31.
No, what I'm saying is that like, there must not be something right psychologically for that guy, because like he has the skills. I don't understand why. Everyone knows he has the skills. He just don't believe it. Obviously, that's clear.
No, that's the problem with a lot of these guys, man. They be having psychological problems and some like different levels of mental health issues, and you can always tell. You remember when that show American Idol used to be on TV, and them people would come in there and they can't sing for shit, but like they come on TV and humiliate themselves, and somebody in the gas them like, yeah, go ahead, you should go in there and apply. And you can't sing, but the fact that you thought, you know what, I sound good, I'm finna go embarrass myself on TV. Like, you got to have some type of mental health issue. And the fact that Andrade wore a blouse, dressed up like Prince, in that press conference, tell you the man got some type of mental health issue. He ain't all there.
That dude fought on Friday. He had to have the records for fighting on Friday night fights. He had to have the most fights. This nigga built up on Friday night fights more than anybody I knew. I'm like, damn, when is this nigga gonna step up? He ain't never stepped up. He fought Vaness and got dropped. That nigga went into a cave after that.
Remember that? Cave. But it's like I said, he had the Jamel Charlo fight, man. People are like, well, I didn't get enough money. But like, man, but that's your management team. You should have took that fight so you could put you beat Jamel Charlo. Then you're in position to command more money later on, man. Sometimes you got to take that L, because you should have been mad at. You should have fired your management team, but you didn't. You still kept them after that. So you full of shit. And then people were saying, well, Al Haymon could have did more to get him more money. No, Al Haymon's job is to get his fighter more money, which was Jamel Charlo, not to get Demetrius Andrade more money. So like, you know what? Just got to be fair. I got to take money for you to give it to him. That's Al Haymon's job is to get the most amount of money for his fighter possible. If his fighter was the A side and ended up getting more money, that's Demetrius Andrade's team's fault. You know what I mean? That they couldn't negotiate a better deal. You know what I mean? It's amazing how people still going out here trying to defend this dude. I like this dude backed out. He got called out by Jamal Charlo last year. Didn't respond to him. Now he out talking. He only talk about the Charlos, man, once he knows they got to fight and he got to fight. Then he runs his mouth. The moment they're both open, he shuts up. He doesn't even mention their name anymore. I mean, he's full of shit.
Now he's talking about he want to move up to 168 to fight Canelo. I believe they all know Canelo staying up there, bro. I'm telling you, they are. That's already known. Canelo was sitting at 168. They talking about Callum Smith. He gonna get painted fucking with Callum Smith, dog. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stay at 168, bro. They gonna beat Rocky Fielding. He gonna stay at 168, drop them 60. They gonna let him hold them 60-pound titles for a minute, bro. Then he eventually gonna drop.
But you see, David Benavidez.
I don't think Canelo could last that long, because I know people say Rocky Fielding ain't that skilled, yeah. But if he boxes disciplined, because I don't really know a lot about that guy. But if he boxes disciplined with his height and reach, he should be able to go to decision at least. Even if he doesn't knock him out, he should be able to go to decision at least.
Canelo probably gonna get on the inside with body punches on this dude, man. Canelo got good upper body move. Should be able to maneuver.
No, but all the guy really needs to do is just stick to the jab, yeah.
Hey, y'all said that about Robinson Jr. That shit ain't that easy.
No, it ain't that easy to fight that tall. That's a skill that you really have to perfect in order to do that type of shit. Because to me, what I would do if I was him, I would jab him. The moment he get on the inside, I tie him up. That would be my strategy.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's all he needs to do: jab and tie up.
Yep. But he still lose on the scorecards. You don't lose on the scorecards.
Hey, look. If you don't knock Canelo out, then you're not beating 365 million.
I'm not saying he's beating him, man. I'm saying he ain't getting stopped.
Oh, it don't matter. I mean, he gonna lose regardless. We know that.
Notice how Canelo ain't calling out. They ain't mentioning the name David Benavidez. They ain't called out that motherfucker, but they know what he did to Triple G.
Callum Smith knocking him out.
Who?
Canelo. Have you seen
Callum Smith? I think Callum Smith beats Canelo too.
They're not gonna put that nigga in the ring with Callum Smith, bro. They're not gonna do that. That motherfucker got that nigga by like 10 inches.
he might fight George Groves though.
No, he talking about James and Gil George. Those are two names that I have heard about Canelo.
I feel like George Groves would probably stop him.
No, not George. Excuse me, but I'm talking about James DeGale and Caleb Truex are two of the names I heard.
I fight Chris Eubank.
Chris Eubank was another name, but one name that they haven't brought up because we now heard Callum Smith, which I don't believe, but David Benavidez is one name they had because if anybody's heard about the sparring stories of what David Benavidez did to Triple G when they sparred 5 times when he was knocking him around the ring, knocking him down and beating him up and pummeling him to the point where when he tried to fill him for singing the mile, Abel Sanchez told him, "Stop, please. Stop trying to embarrass us. Stop embarrassing, man." No, they said no. They sparred 5 times. They sparred when he was. I think he was like 19 years old or something like that too. I think it was 19 to 20 when he sparred too, which was a couple of years ago. And he was beating him up then. And then they sparred again before when they were getting ready for they thought it was the Canelo fight for Cinco de Mayo. And David Benavidez beat the hell out of Triple G again.
I don't think he's even gonna fight Caleb Plant too.
Now, Caleb Plant is one of them fighters that give Canelo a lot of problems, man. He's too slick. Canelo don't like guys like that, man. He just doesn't. And
decision, man.
he would win on decision anyway, even if Caleb completely outclassed him.
Yeah, you gotta knock Canelo out to beat him, man. You ain't finna listen. They gave this man $365 million guaranteed. They not finna let this dude, take 2 losses and still justify that money. No, they gonna put Canelo in fights that they feel like he can win and shit like that. He might out of these 11 fights, he might fight two killers out this whole 11, man. You know what I mean?
Them boys gonna be on the back end.
Yeah, Canelo's always been like that though. Like if you look at his whole entire career, when he fight, he's pretty much kind of bombashed and then full killers spread out throughout his whole entire career.
Don't sleep on him fight. Don't sleep on him fighting the Luis Arias, Gabriel Rosado winner neither. Making them move up.
Nah, but he needs to be careful though, because like he's gonna get to a certain point, regardless of those guys not being as skilled as him. This is gonna be too damn big.
Oh, so Cuba finna fight Gabe Rosado?
Yeah, November 17th. They trying to slide Fat Baby Greasy Miller on that card versus what's the old boy name with the title? Fredo Quindo.
Are you talking about whatchamacallit favorite fighter, man?
Fredo Quindo, what's his name?
Fredo Quindo. The guy, he was talking about him too today. He's like, yeah, me and Fredo Quindo, he been ducking me for a long time. That's what Big Baby Miller said. I'm like,
what? Took so much shit, man.
Bro, Fredo Quindo went to high school with my daddy. Okay. And, I don't know how this dude is still relevant. It's just ridiculous, man. But at the end of the day, like you said, man. Canelo and them guys they ain't from fighting. But I'm at to call Cuba though and see what's up. He finna fight. That's a good fight for him.
He fighting on the zone, and Brandon Rios fighting Ramon Alvarez, Canelo brother, on the zone at a catchweight. What is it, like 150 pounds or something like that, man. It was supposed to be what's our boy name? Chavez Jr. versus Sergio Martinez 2 on that in Texas, but Chavez took Al Haymon deal to fight Angulo on Wilder undercard. So,
hey, you guys see whatchamacallit? Big Baby did a live stream.
I seen
yesterday.
I saw the whole thing, man. He was talking shit about Wilder and shit, saying that.
Oh no, I'm talking about yesterday though. That was the day before that. He did another one live yesterday. He's talking about that it's time for Vlad and Fatality to come on and fight him. I'm like, dude, that's that. Why you always trying to fight dude?
I think Vlad will still beat him.
I don't care, man. This dude always trying to fight old ass dudes, bro. I talking about Joshua. This dude's work.
Granddaddy Basher.
Yo, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said about Wilder? He said that he said that the only reason Wilder knocked him down is because he was dehydrated. And
I got the interview. Hey, old boy, True School Sports got that interview, dog. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk about that. But shout out to Matt Wade in the super chat. He said I'm late, but respect the grind, LDBC. Appreciate it, family. No, man, what happened was he said he was jogging in Alabama and it was hot. I swear to God, he said he had a sauna suit on, and he said he got to the gym. He was and he got to sparring Wilder, and I guess Wilder dropped him, whatever, and gave him a concussion. He said that he had to call his cousin to come pick him up and take him to the hospital. And found out he was dehydrated. Like, niggas, what?
Yeah, crazy,
I said for one, motherfucker, you 320 pounds. You not, your fat ass is not running with a sauna suit on.
When Wilder called him, Wilder said he was like 240.
Whatever he was, 240, motherfucker.
Wilder said, when the last time you ever seen a heavyweight dehydrated? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this dude, Big Baby, is a liar, man. Wilder, he never talked bad about Big Baby until Big Baby started hating on him and shit and talking this crazy stuff. Wilder never when he told me about the sparring, he's all, yeah, it's good sparring, man. Another day at the office, whatever. He kept it at that. But then when Big Baby started talking shit, Wilder exposed him like, look, man, I beat the shit out of this dude. I was pounding on this dude. This dude had to go to the hospital, complain of head pains and shit, talking about his head hurt, all kind of weird ass shit. Yeah, you got hit with that Denmark death touch. That's why your head hurt. Like Bermain's to burn. Motherfucker, Bermain's to burn. He hit me in the back of the head. No, he just
yeah, but the first fight, he said he was dehydrated in the first fight.
No, but remember the Big Baby Miller, yeah, because Big Baby Miller, man, he was talking about when he talked about that, but he always talked about shit. He said, if I fight Wilder, I'm gonna make him win. You ain't gonna fight Wilder because you can't fucking win. That's why you're not gonna fight Wilder, man. And you fighting all these old ass dudes because at 7'8", if Fresno Kendo went to school with your daddy, then Thomas Adamick went to school with your grandfather.
Nah, but what's that? Big Baby was saying how like he hurt Tyson Fury to the body, man, and the shit. He dropped him multiple times. That he just wants to look for a reason to get out the Wilder fight. That's not
the rumor though. The word was that Tyson Fury was beating his ass. That's the real rumor. He just came out started making that shit up. But the rumor is Tyson Fury whooped his ass in sparring, which I believe. I believe Big Baby Miller, man. I don't.
I think he's only saying that, but like the shots to the body because of the whole like Fury his belly being overweight and him being pudgy and shit. That's the only reason why I see him saying that. He just took so much shit, man.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do shit with Tyson Fury, man.
Yeah, you know what he said? He said he doesn't want to spar that Polish dude. He said he doesn't want to fight that Polish dude.
Which one?
The one that fought Charles Martin.
Kownacki?
Yeah,
they're friends. They're friends, though. They're friends. Him and Kownacki are friends.
They both garbage. They both garbage, bro. They both garbage. I used to like Kownacki, but he garbage.
Hot garbage, bro. He struggled with Charles Martin, bro. I mean, Charles Martin is doo-doo. Doo-doo. I don't want to hear anybody try to big up. A lot of people slow at their roll because they remember Anthony the Anthony Joshua protectors and were Eddie Hearn fans were trying to big up Charles Martin. I said, all them shut up after that Kownacki fight. I said, we told you he wasn't shit. Y'all was over there trying to tell us that he was all this great. Dude ducked Deontay Wilder. He could have fought Deontay Wilder. He didn't want no smoke. He chose Anthony Joshua also because of the payday. But they asked him recently, though, before the Kownacki fight, they said, if you beat him, do you want to fight Wilder? He said, there's a lot of fights out there for him. Wait a minute, man. You're ranked to the WBC. How are you not trying to fight Wilder? He said he's been scared of Wilder for a long time, man. He don't want no smoke, man.
And then look at this shit. Hearn say, Doko, whatever this Walter guy name is, more dangerous for Andrade than Billy Joe Saunders. Like, this dude just be religiously lying, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he be lying, bro. I watched that Qdoka, whatever his name is. He big, but dog is slow. The speed gonna kill him, man.
Yeah, he gonna lose. That's what he been in there for.
Only reason he can beat Andrade is his intangibles kick in, because Andrade ain't got no intangibles, bro. He ain't got no heart. He ain't got no dog in him. He can fight like a motherfucker. Shout out to Mr. Mind in the super chat. Pacquiao said, "What? That title can't be right." That's exactly what he said. The article on Boxing Scene. He said Crawford don't want that smoke.
What's it? I thought he has to say that, man, to sell the fight, man. Regardless of where he's lying, man.
What he got to sell the fight for? Ain't no refunds. Ain't no refunds on the ticket, bro. Somebody hit me up that's stay in the area. Ain't no refunds, bro.
That shit is getting shown for free in the UK, man.
Yeah, y'all can have that fight.
I don't think no one's watching that shit. I feel like I'm gonna be one of the few people watching that.
Ain't nobody watching, man. Look here, man. Talk about that fight card in a minute. Tell you this, man. Today the Pistons come on at 8:00. Then the Lakers come on at 10:30. Come on. Yeah, LeBron playing at home. You think niggas about to watch that?
7-8. When you go big up the Bucks, bro?
Oh man, I'm fucking with the Bucks. I'm trying to get down there and start covering them Bucks games and shit, man. Run around like Ellie Setback and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that new stadium nice as hell, bro. I was watching that joint last night. That shit do look nice.
Yeah, they made us pay for that shit. They made taxpayers pay for that shit.
Oh, you already know how that go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get down there and fuck with them. And man, they raised the tickets so high. Man, I used to be able to get courtside seats at the Bucks game for like $800 and shit. Which is good. Man, them shits, man, like crazy now, like $1,700 and shit. Like, man, what the fuck?
You done paid for the fucking stadium, but they ain't ran the tickets up on your ass.
Right.
It's about a bitch.
Do they have personal licenses too? Like, because I know a lot of that's what the Warriors are gonna have. The Warriors, when they move to San Francisco next fall, they're gonna have not only that. I heard that that courtside tickets are gonna be like $20,000 for courtside tickets.
Man, I asked Stay Ready Boxer what's going on. He say the super chat. Kuna Kina is going to be doo. All I got is a left hook, and he's slow. Hell yeah, but yeah, I ain't even been to the new Pistons joint. I'm gonna take my daughter down there this year and shit, man. I'm gonna sit on the floor. They said that shit steep and shit be shaking, but niggas go to the Pistons game, don't even make it into the game. They got so much clubs and bars and shit in there.
I gotta sit in I gotta have decent seats at them games because they, like you say, the new style of building stadiums. They make everything steep to get more people in there, and it's super steep, bruh. I was sitting there one day, I had like some almost nosebleed seats, and this lady was sitting behind me, man, and like whenever I turned around, I'm like right in between her legs, so I had to smell fish all day.
Boy,
right?
I'm gonna tell you.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you, our stadium for the Lions ain't a bad seat in that point. Ain't a bad seat. It ain't built like that. Like the other one ain't a bad joint in there. But that Piston joint, I already know it's a bad joint in that boy. That boy steep. They said that shit be shaking and shit. I'm good. I gotta be on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be on the floor, man. Fuck all that other bullshit, man. It's imperative that I'm on the floor. But man, that's how they build these stadiums now, man. I mean. I was at the bar. That was at the bar.
Did the Red Wings play there too?
Yeah, Joe Louis was shit. They used to play at Joe Louis. That's what Andrade pulled that. I finished this shit, man. I finished this shit. When he got knocked out by Abraham with a legal blow.
Yeah.
I finished this shit, man. I finished it. I was still cracking up, dog, when he did that shit. See, if you was at the fight, you ain't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, blood? You don't know. You ain't know what happened. I swear to God. When you got home, then you seen what had happened and shit, bro. So, But yeah, I went to the Super Bowl at the Colts shit, man. The Colts shit like mad nice, but it's steep and all the seats suck, bro. All the motherfuckers suck.
Oh, in Indianapolis?
Yeah, it's a nice. It look nice, and they got a tunnel that go from where the Pacers play at underground to where they play at. It's nice as hell to you when you get to the seats.
Isn't all that stuff close anyway? I mean,
yeah. Oh my god, nigga, ain't shit to do.
Right?
Yeah. When you go through, like when you come, I come from Detroit. I go through Indiana. I kind of cut through, I think, Indianapolis. And then you on your way to Chicago. You get to the bridge. Either you go like towards Kankakee, or
how long would it take you to get to Milwaukee from Detroit?
One guy from my job, he drove to Milwaukee. I can't remember. It's
like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, he drove to Milwaukee and shit. He made that nigga drive there and back the same day. I said, damn, they ain't get you a hotel? I said, I wouldn't have went. They was just firing my black ass.
Now you got to be thinking about, you know what, though? I think PBC should do what you brought up before, CJ. They probably should start bringing some fights back to Detroit, bring some fights to Milwaukee area, stuff like that, man. While the black folks, a lot of black folks in Milwaukee, man, make them affordable and see if you can start drawing off some of the black fans for some of these fights. The PBC should do some of those shows there, man.
It's dumb not to. Like, they should at least have fights in motherfucking Atlanta and DC. That's where all black people at.
Well, Milwaukee, Chicago, and Detroit.
Yeah.
What all the black folks are right there. And them three cities right there.
Wait, yo, guys, what's happening with freaking Tank and shit?
Oh, you talking about Oscar De La Hoya trying to tamper?
Yeah, let me go down, man.
Tank opened the door for that.
Yeah.
Remember Tank said on the Breakfast Club, he said that I could work with I could work with Oscar De La Hoya one day, man. Yeah. Floyd, that's what Floyd be getting mad. This nigga be saying some dumb shit, bro. I swear to God.
But Tank is stupid though, because like I said, look, man, I agree that the Tank, you want to get away, you want to go work for another slave owner, go ahead and do that, bro. Because that's exactly what you're gonna be. Because that nigga got a slave mentality. You want to have a promoter and shit. Well, he going to a promoter because he can't fucking talk. But I'm just saying this about Tank Davis, man. If this nigga, he getting in trouble outside of the ring over and over and over again. His problems, a lot of his problems. One of the reasons why I was told he not fighting because of his situation outside of the ring, man. He keep getting into trouble, and then on top of that, he was way out of shape. They said he was not going to make weight. One of the reasons why they pushed that fight back, it was for his own good. They actually, regardless of the way Floyd acting, be stupid and shit like that, Floyd does try to look out for that little nigga, man. He really does try, but Floyd has an infatuation where he really wants to train Tank Davis. Tank don't want to train with you. He should just like, okay, man, you don't want to train with me. Look, man, Floyd been trying to help this dude out to try to get him away from.
Floyd wants to train him.
Say it again. No,
Floyd. You don't know why Floyd wants to train him. He wants to take credit for Tank's success. Like, you're the reason why you're here, man. I give you everything.
He already doing that anyway, man. But regardless of what we say, Floyd got Tank title defenses early. Remember Tank was talking about, oh man, you trying to ruin my career by making me fight for titles too early. Like, you won. You won. How is he trying to ruin you? The reason they gave you a shot because they thought you were ready. They were right. You won. So it's like, how is it trying to wreck you? Some of the stuff Floyd crazy, and so is Tank, man.
He heard that from Broner. Broner got the Tank head and told him, all that kind of stuff about Floyd be hating and stuff. And Tank he took the bait on it and all that. Floyd probably is hating a little bit, but if he was really hating on you, he'd have threw you to Lomachenko and let Lomachenko feast off your carcass.
Nah, he was gonna throw him to Lomachenko though, like at one point, because Tank was talking all that good shit, and then Floyd.
He wasn't that. He was never gonna throw that nigga in there with. He was not gonna fuck with Todd DeBuff and them niggas over there, or Carl Moretti, who was with Golden Boy. That nigga was just posturing, dog. He was never gonna do no dumb shit like that, bro.
He was trying to send Tank a message, man. He was never gonna send him over there at all, bro. And because they never got no serious negotiations with them dudes over there.
Man, they don't even talk to them niggas, man, no more, man. When he said Bob Arum, now if he would have said Lomachenko would have been with somebody like him and Eddie Hearn had a working relationship. Well, they was about to have a working relationship. That's what people don't know. Mayweather Promotions and Matchroom, before all this shit started, was supposed to do a US versus UK fighter series. They supposed to work together. So him and Eddie Hearn do have a rapport, but when Eddie Hearn pulled this new Al Haymon bullshit, the zone, and try to stop at everybody's feet, No, that I mean, then that shit over with, bro.
So
Yeah,
now,
I heard
now
that.
they
I heard
about
that
to
he
do it
wanted
with
to
he about to
Eddie.
Oscar now. He's about to do that shit with Oscar, but Oscar got sorry ass fighters just like Eddie Hearn has.
All they have is Canelo and Anthony Joshua.
Say it again.
That's it. That's all they got.
Well, I know, but but all Oscar has is Canelo. Now everybody keeps thinking that Haymon is not signed to Golden Boy Promotions. He's still signed for promotion. He still hasn't signed. They still have options on him. We'll see. We'll see if he decides to allow Canelo to get more options, but he still hasn't decided to let Oscar De La Hoya sign him to a long-term deal. I find that to be absolutely funny that he keeps resisting to sign with Oscar De La Hoya long-term. There's something to that.
Yeah, because they know they're trying to use him for food for Canelo.
I think he could whoop Canelo. I don't know why.
Not now, but he probably could get him soon.
Then that motherfucker say, Isaac Dogbe, they had his second option with Top Rank. He signed a long-term deal. He had 2 or 3 more options with them niggas.
Isaac Dogbe, that guy is short, man.
I like him though. Man.
I like Isaac Dogbe. He's short though, man. Like 5'2".
He 5'2"?
Yeah, he 5'2", man.
Damn. That motherfucker be banging, dog. Him and Rigondeaux would be a dog ass fight, man.
Oh man. That would be a tough fight, man. Because Rigondeaux's been inactive. He hasn't fought since that Lomachenko fight.
He fight December 1st with everybody else.
Yeah, that's good.
Nigga, they got like 20 people that's supposed to be fighting December 1st. That whole card ain't gonna be what niggas think it was. It's gonna be an epic letdown. I'm telling you that right now.
You know what you remind me of now? Remember Gervonta Davis? Because I remember when they asked Oscar De La Hoya about Gervonta Davis. He was like, "Ooh, I'd love to have him." I was like, "Ugh, man." I said, "Man, what are you saying?" Did you say what you said?
Yeah, De La Hoya did that to Keith Thurman too. He was like, Keith Thurman. If I had him, I'd take him places and show him things that would rock his world. I'm like, what the fuck?
This guy be sus as hell, man.
Yeah, he talking about the macaroni spoons and shit.
Oscar a weirdo, man. I'm sorry, Oscar a weirdo, man.
Him and Amir Khan are like the weirdest people in boxing, bro.
No, Amir, we know what Amir Khan like. At least him kind of admitted the way he is
man,
by going after that tranny. We know what Amir Khan saying.
The guy be drugging up his Skype calls and shit.
Right. No, but Amir Khan, I don't care. The tranny thing was over the top, right? That ends it right there.
That was funny as shit.
That tranny
Hey, what y'all think about Kell Brook getting rid of Dominic Ingle? I think that was a bad move.
Me too, bro. I think
wait. Say that again.
Kell Brook apparently got rid of Dominic Ingle as his coach.
For who?
Dominic Ingle got him in fight shape. Dominic Ingle's notoriously known for getting fighters in great shape and getting great condition. And there's one thing about Kell Brook here. That guy puts on weight in between fights, man. He puts on a lot of weight in between.
I think he over in Italy or Germany, one of the two. He's training with I can't pronounce this man's name. It started with an F.
You fucking up, man.
I feel like he's gonna retire soon, anyways.
Yeah, and then Dominic Ingle say that his name the trainer he training in Vercintura, whatever the hell that said. I'm not sure with who, but Dominic Ingle said he ain't heard shit from him. But the rumor is that they ain't coaching, they ain't training together no more. He said that's new to me. He ain't said nothing. Remember when Badu Jack Ho ass sent Eddie Mustafa Muhammad a text? That motherfucker sent him a text to fire him. That's just some hoe shit, bro. These fighters today be doing some hoe ass shit, man.
I'm looking at Bernard Hopkins, the way he treated Kasim Richardson, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kasim Richardson, man, like I said in that interview he did with Fred, man, we already knew that he was a coon, but it proved, man. He said this dude don't go around the hoods of Philadelphia and speak to none of the people that he used to speak to anymore. He completely shut dudes out. He said people that helped him in his career, it ain't like people ask for money, but he'd act like he never even met any of them people, man. He said one of the reasons why that he don't like Kasim Richardson. Matter of fact, that Bernard Hopkins don't talk to Kasim Richardson. Kasim Richardson told him, I forgot on one of his last fights. He told him, he said, man, you need to go ahead and retire now, man. He said, man, what you haven't done yet is lose badly. He said he went on out there and he fought Joe Smith Jr., man, got knocked out, ended up losing battle, getting knocked out of the ring. He said, man, look, he said, there's no reason for you to keep running out. He said, Mia had told him, you accomplished everything you needed to accomplish in the sport. There's no reason for you to keep running up out there, man. And he took that stuff personally, man. Of course, we know everything else from there, because he's a big time coon. I mean, he enjoys buck dancing, man, and he completely sold out, man. This dude
He did an interview with Behind the Gloves. You know, I ain't watched that shit, but talking about Floyd IG post, they saw Bernard drop fire. He's just an epic coon, man. But the guy that Kell Brook might be training with is John Fuchs.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who he's training with. If Amir Khan's trainer keeps telling him to come forward and trade with people, man, it doesn't matter who he's training with. He's knocking Amir Khan out.
That's stupid that he leaving, my man. And then apparently, talk about after this, talk about a couple of fights tonight too. Then we wrap it up. But apparently, I'm about to say, shit. So much just on my brain. I don't know how I just forgot this shit that quick. Mikey Garcia. Apparently, his management team reached out to me to talk about the situation. I don't know why. I guess they seen my video. And apparently, Mikey Garcia giving Richard Comey the runaround. Now, the rumor is Mikey Garcia is to be coming back on Fox. Come back on Fox. That's what I'm hearing. But yeah, he thought they sent Richard Comey signed the contract to fight Mikey Garcia yesterday. Okay, or was it Thursday, one or two. And apparently, Mikey Garcia hasn't sent his side of the contract back, and now they call him for another purse bid. So, Mikey Garcia playing around with Richard Comey in these belts. So, I don't know as far as what they're going to do. Apparently, I heard that the IBF don't take step-aside money. So, I'm not sure what Mikey Garcia got planned on, but they're giving Richard Comey the runaround.
I think he still wants to fight Errol Spence. His team just don't want that fight.
But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. He want to go fight Errol Spence. He want to move up and then move all the way back down to fight Lomachenko. I'm telling you, that's what he want to do. He want to do a Kell Brook. All lost to Lomachenko because I moved up.
I wanted to fight Lomo first. Then he could go up and fight Errol Spence if he wants to, man. Fight Lomo first.
He don't want to do that though. He want to do the Kell Brook. He want to do the Kell Brook.
Nah, I don't want him to do that. I want him to fight Lomachenko at his best.
He don't want to fight Lomachenko at his best. He want to move up, fight Errol Spence, get beat up, so he have a built-in excuse why he lost to Lomachenko.
Bro, man,
tell you what he's trying to do, dog. That's what that nigga trying to do.
Honest, man, the guy has the ability to be undisputed. Like in that division, I feel like he could be undisputed.
He could be. What up, World Breaker?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, man? Shit.
Good morning to y'all.
Good morning.
And good afternoon, Dr. Blick.
Yeah, good afternoon.
3:40 in the afternoon for you, man.
Yeah, it's 3:40, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm listening to y'all a little bit, and it's all BS with boxing, man. I mean, I wonder what I'm really truly hoping for an upset today with the Demetrius Andrade fight. I hope the African dude knocked the dude out.
I mean, look here, man. Look here. I hope Tevin Farmer get knocked out. I hope the African dude. I hope Tevin Farmer get knocked out. I hope the African dude knock out Andrade.
Okay, let me tell you something. Yeah, don't you guys think Eddie Hearn has something in place if the African dude does get that knockout?
Of course.
Don't you think that guy's gonna end up being signed to the zone straight after?
So he paid me in grace and foot.
So it's still gonna be bad either way in that Demetrius Andrade fight, in my opinion.
But you know what? I'm at this point, I don't even care. I'm tired of these false these false fighters. You know, a guy who's been getting by. I've never seen a guy get by for so long on an amateur career in my life. And Demetrius Andrade, a guy who says one thing and then says another. When it comes to fighting people who've been on PEDs, but he's all gung ho about fighting Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders. Tevin Farmer, man, don't even pay attention to Goggles. I just real talk. I got nothing to say about Goggles. You know, that's how I look at it, man. Tevin Farmer is a dude that has one eye and one focus, and I don't even know what it is.
I'm about to Tevin Farmer.
Yeah. Said, I am cockeyed. Tevin Farmer. And I'm coming to a venue near you.
Nah, but what's it? Like with like I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea if Jamal Charlo was to go and fight on the zone and take a belt and dip.
No, you're not getting the belt. He's not getting no belt over there. They're not letting him leave with that belt and go back to PBC. Bruh, you might as well put a loss in the record column right now.
Well, I'm saying that he might as well fight over there if he wants a title shot, because majority of the belts looks like it's gonna be on the zone.
This is gonna be the problem with the zone. You keep trying to leverage people to come over there and only fight for titles. They're gonna end up getting themselves blockaded. That's the thing. Listen, y'all got two guys with titles. Honestly, that people actually care about. Anthony Joshua, to a much lesser degree than Canelo Alvarez. Okay, if you keep trying to dictate policy because you got a couple of champions over there, you're gonna leave yourself over there with that lackluster competition in-house. So again, what I'm watching is boxing reorganizing itself into smaller factions. You have all of these promoters trying to become stronger with either DAZN or ESPN, but nothing's actually happening. And so these guys, well, you can only come here and fight for the belt if you sign with DAZN. Okay, that doesn't make much sense. What happened to the days where people used to co-promote? Don King and Bob Arum used to work together all the time. Okay, you remember King?
Do that no more.
But again, what you're doing is you are endangering the sport of boxing by not doing that. And it's gonna have to take somebody with some big draws to come in there and chin check everybody in the boxing business. And that's what's probably going to happen. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if some multi-billionaire that we know comes in there and starts his own sanctioning body, buys up several of these sanctioning bodies, merges these sanctioning bodies. It's possible because boxing is leaving itself open due to greed.
PBC needs to go ahead and do what they were talked about doing in the past. Something I said that's probably going to happen is that eventually what's going to happen is that all these promotional companies are going to create their own belt, and PBC should just create their own belt for that.
I don't want that shit, because even if they create their own belt, that doesn't show us who the best is.
No, it won't. But if they're gonna try to hold belts hostage and try to fuck people over there on the zone, no one's gonna go over there. People are like, well, you're just gonna come over there and pay us some robbers. Then no one's gonna go over there.
Hold on, I've been ignoring the chat. I'm looking at my phone. I'm gonna go to the chat and read this. Blood say I feel seconds out behind the ropes. ES. I'm just gonna read it the right way. ES News, but he said it another way. Will help them get big to new boxing audience, and it will continue. Yep, I agree.
All I'm saying is that like they're killing the popularity of boxing. This is why people prefer the UFC.
True, but hold on, let me finish reading these comments. Mr. Dex Factor, what's going on, family? We barely see any 50-50 fights anymore. Most definitely do. What's up, KQKC Boxing? Make sure you subscribe to him. Kurt Sugar, what's going on, family? Graylin Welch, what's going on? Charlo's fight on the zone. He would get done worse than Roy Jones at the Olympics. I agree. I'm gonna go all the way to the top and cut them all the way down. All right, Roderick, DeBella don't like Hearn. They seem to be getting together right now. Pacquiao, BJ Slugs, Pacquiao lined his ass off. Red Mask Lurkin say Floyd is the greatest of this era. Pacquiao probably got CTE. East Coast Boxing, laugh out loud. Rich Mask, hit the like button. Appreciate it, family. CJ, you really deleted the last night's stream? Yeah, that had to be deleted. Famous Athletics, make sure you go subscribe to my brother Famous Athletics. Lowland Profit, what's going on? I'm already starting to care less. Bumbash getting born real quick. Yep. Mike James Boxing, what's going on? Beatbox, you lunch, what's going on? Stay ready, Boxing TV. Make sure you subscribe to the brother putting in that work. Okay, keep going. Wookie Wook, what's going on, family? Dice Floss, what's going on? You can learn anything on YouTube University. You ain't lying. Can't teach yourself to drop a stick, fool. Famous Athletics say, CB Sports say Famous Athletic Devin Haney is delusional. It's not at that level yet. Yeah, I agree. J1 Pro, what up? Salute, family. TJ Wilkins, what's going on? Keep going through. Richie Diaz say shouts out from the Philippines. What's going on, family? Rich Mass taught myself for 2 hours. The boxing Creed, what's going on? Peace to the chat. Keep going. Yeah, we working. Ronald Gomez, what's going on, family? Facts check, what's going on? It's going God's boxing corner. Boo Boo sound like he already knew. Yeah, he already knew. They set that nigga Billy Joe up, and Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren failed. That's why I promoted. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Engel has 2 fighters who use his drugs. Never believe a man who has cheaters in the past. Well, Victor Conte was the same guy who snitched on everybody and broke down the whole operation. You know what I'm saying? So Victor Conte is the ultimate cheat. Stay Ready Boxing say, Stay Ready Boxing TV say, bro, he's scared of Charlos and clout chasing off his name. Jamal won't beat his ass. I'll pull up at that nigga crib and beat his ass, man. He probably called the police.
Let me say this real quick, man. Let me apologize.
Hold on. I'm almost done. Ray Zone 718 2.0. What's going on, family? New York in the house. Think he from the Bronx. Body Snatcher, what's going on? How China treating you? Get some of that shrimp fried dog. Sweet fried dog. Sweet sour chicken. Fucking with you, family. He felt the Alabama Slammer didn't want no more. Hell yeah, Big Baby Miller didn't want no more. What's up, Emmanuel? I see you. We're just going through real quick. I'm almost done, Callie. J1 Pro 1, what's going on? All right, I read enough of them motherfuckers, man. Go ahead.
Let me say I apologize to Legendary Boxer. He was high as hell the other day, but he was alluding to Victor Conte being which is true though. But I was like, man, I hadn't had no he said he was saying that snack is the new way for guys to be on performance enhancing drugs that probably all these dudes, man, will snack because it is run by Victor Conte. Victor Conte is known out here in the Bay Area. In the Bay Area, man, Victor Conte is a celebrity out here because a lot of our athletes out here was involved with him, and we know what he was doing. He was had the designer human growth hormones, which allowed his fighters to beat tests, to beat the Major League Baseball random drug testing. So that's what he's known. That's what he's known for out here. Like I said, Victor Conte still resides in the Bay Area. Now, Snack is supposed to be this health and performance, high performance center and stuff like that, man, with nutritional bars and things in that nature, right? But he said that's a new way for guys to utilize to use performance enhancing.
And then when he get jammed up, he gonna snitch on all them niggas, man. Watch what I tell you. When he get jammed up, all them niggas gonna get snitched on.
Devin Haney's with Snack, man. So
yep, Devin Haney, Danny Jacob.
Yep.
Yeah, I created a concoction that eludes testing from you being caught from testing. So as Victor Conte, I will tell on you niggers. I definitely will. Fuck it.
You ain't lying.
I am not going to jail again. God damn it. This is really what it is.
If he get caught this time, he gonna do years. I don't give a fuck who he tell on. He get caught this time, he gonna get years. See, that motherfucker's such a bad name here in the Bay Area that if he get caught this time, he gonna do some time, man.
Sir, I benefit from privilege. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Callie Enigma.
Nah, that motherfucker hated. He's hated by white folks here in the Bay Area, man. So that tell you something. By powerful white folks hate his ass. So he gonna go. He get in trouble here. He going to prison, man.
Now is Tevin Farmer on the PEDs? Is that why his eye is cocked to the 45th degree angle?
Man, I was talking about these fights this weekend, man. What's going on? Direct the Hitman, dog. You also got World Boxing Super Series going on. For them people who got the zone. They fighting Emmanuel Rodriguez and Dr. Toast. I think the Rodriguez fight will be good. And also you got Rob Brandt fighting tonight in Vegas, taking on Royota Murata. I think, that got an opportunity to be a good fight. Brandt no longer trading with Derek James. He's with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad now. So that should be a good fight. Then you got Boo Boo obviously taking on Walter K. And Tevin Farmer taking on James Tennyson, a guy who got knocked out by a guy like 2-67. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pulling for Tennyson and I'm pulling for motherfucking Walter. Off rip. I'm pulling for both of them.
But you know what? I just remembered I interviewed Derek James back in July, and he told me he only had 2 fighters. So him and Rob Brandt probably, bro, parted ways, man, after he lost in the World Boxing Super Series on super middleweight, man. To be honest with you, when I'm now thinking about it, because
Derek James said it was personal.
Yeah,
I just want all guys expected to win to lose. And listen, Andrade, I cannot pronounce this Namibian gentleman's name, but hey, I'm pulling for the guy.
It was, I think it's like Tatuando. I think it's like Katuando.
Man, I hope Walter Wakanda win. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, like, look here.
It's like, look here. Hey, would it be hilarious?
They pay me in Ras.
Hey, you know, Eddie Hearn gonna be like, and then like, I knew WBO sensation, Walter Katuanda. He said, man, he's fantastic. He's fantastic. As you know, Jamal Charlo, if you want a shot at him, you have to sign with me for life. But I didn't say for life. I just meant. I meant that, but I didn't say that.
English is great.
So let me get
English
this.
is excellent.
Does that Walters guy actually have like a good chance, or is it a mismatch?
Hey, I don't even give a fuck. I just want him to win.
I don't either.
I'm just asking if he has a good chance or not, man. Is he a mismatch? That's what I want to know.
If I'm hoping he lands a lucky shot and there's night, and then we all could be celebrating that this clown Demetrius Andrade, the Demetrius Andrade era is over. Because I'm sorry, I'm gonna say because he really don't have no era, but I'm just saying this. All the dudes, this dude that come on to say, you're a Demetrius Andrade here. I said, no, Demetrius Andrade always call out people once to know they have a fight. Dude ain't. He said he hasn't tried to fight the Charlie. He backed out. Well, it's up. Al Haymon could have gave him. Al Haymon had to do shit for him. He wasn't an Al Haymon fighter. Al Haymon's job was to look out for Jamel Charlo. I'm tired of y'all saying that I'm trying to put the onus on Al Haymon to make more money for a fighter that's not his. That's not his job. That's literally not his fucking job. He should have signed with Al Haymon after that, so Al Haymon can actually get him some goddamn money. You know what I mean? He didn't sign with Al Haymon intentionally because he didn't want to fight Jamel and Jamal Charlo. There would have been a lot of pressure on him to fight them dudes after he talked all that shit. So now he can still talk shit. There's no pressure on him to actually fight him because first thing, nobody know the motherfucker outside of super, uber, duper hardcore fans who followed this clown through the amateurs. Those are the only ones who actually know his ass. And other than that, there's probably only 20,000 people in the world that know who the fuck Demetrius Andrade is.
Yeah, wasn't he the same Olympic team as Wilder?
Hey, odd fella, there's like 68 nations in Africa, and all the names don't sound the same, bro.
Hold on, y'all. So you call niggas need to step it up. Y'all waiting on the white man to help you pronounce African names. You damn right. I'm waiting on the white man in this essence.
You know
I'm not. Hey, hold on. Let me read this. Greta Wilson super chat. Conte and Hearn, a shady team. Next thing we know, Canelo will be riding the Conte, and Conte will tell on all of us, even the prize buck. AJ, we riding with Walter to take Prince back to Africa. Yeah, well, yeah. Go ahead.
This is the way I look at it. Listen, if unbiased. I think it was unbiased boxing fans says, why the hate towards Andrade? It's not hate. It's the fact that this dude's been coasting off an amateur career while avoiding stiff competition. Regardless of its bad contract with promoters, Demetrius Andrade has proven himself to be a clown and a guy that just talks a lot. So,
but Warbreaker, I'm going to let you finish, but let's say, man, his bad promoters is his fault. Yeah. He's supposed to get lawyers and hire better people to read them contracts. That's his fault. Go ahead, Warbreaker.
But this is the thing. At the end of the day, he goes and signs with another bad situation. Listen, I don't deny Eddie Hearn is powerful in the UK, but over here, he's small potatoes. And now he's trying to attach himself to Golden Boy through DAZN. By any means necessary, this dude is chasing fame. Andrade I view as the same way. It's not that I hate Andrade. Andrade has accomplished nothing in boxing. So for the betterment of boxing, because this is a setup fight, in my opinion, I hope this Namibian gentleman beats the brakes off of Andrade and surprises some people. I just really feel that way. I hope he beats the lingerie off the dude. I hope he beats the dreadlocks off this dude. I hope he comes in there. So, look here, this is the first time I've ate in 3 minutes. Motherfucker, I'm going to kill you. That's how I really feel.
Freaking Prince T'Challa, man.
I hope Tevin Farmer lose too. I don't care.
Unbiased box. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You good.
Unbiased boxing fans, Andre is about to win a world title. Yeah, it's been manufactured that way. That's the problem that people aren't picking up on. Why do you want people to win titles that are handed to them on silver platters? I don't get where did competition go out the door for people, man? I don't get this. This man is being he's being handed a title and fighting an unknown opponent. You know, the only thing that I look at with this gentleman is that out of 18 fights, I think he has 17 knockouts, but against who? That's the only problem. That's just period, man. Billy Joe Saunders, if Billy Joe Saunders failed a drug test, bro, then reschedule the fight so it can be against the champion. Okay?
He knocked out goat herders. He watched goat herders and cattle on razors. That's you're knocking out bro.
I knock out people who sweep the floors at the gas station.
Who else talking about? Andrade? That's on Andrade.
Yeah.
So we talking about the brother Katawanda. You notice that, but you know, first thing, Demetrius Andrade's father's from Africa too, man. He's Cape Verde. You know,
you mean Cape Verde?
How you call it?
Yeah, Cape Verde.
They don't make these African second generations like they used to. AJ a bitch, Andrade a bitch. The Black Panther will be very disappointed in you niggas.
He said, "You are not welcome to Wakanda. Get the fuck out."
Mm-hmm. They let the white man in first.
Oh, the white people.
Not you, Andrade or AJ. Go fight Wilder.
That guy better have vibranium in his hands, man.
And look, hey, go fight Wilder first, and we let you into Wakanda. I good. I know Wakanda. I go back to Eddie house.
Yeah, the white people.
Even there's one thing that freaking Black Panther taught us, bro. The freaking like King T'Challa didn't duck Killmonger, bro. He didn't have to fight that dude.
on the river.
Hey, anybody in there? I just gotta ask you because we started about Black Panther. I know it's reference to boxing, but anybody else? Man, I ain't gonna lie. Killmonger was my favorite, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hell yeah, it's the best part of the movie.
It was, man.
I thought Killmonger best said, man, fuck to Prince T'Challa, man. Killmonger should have been the king, but should stay the king.
Let's cut the bullshit. Stan Lee's a Jewish guy that created Black Panther. I know we adapted, and I love Stan Lee, great writer. But hey, I say for African Americans, take the best example of this. You can be greater than what you perceive yourself to be, and I feel that same way in boxing. Guys need to stop. They need to stop taking the leftovers that they're being given by people, and feeling like they're gold with it. It's crazy. Unbiased boxing fan says if Andre was with Haymon, it would be a different narrative here. Ella, no, see that's the problem. Unbiased boxing fan, you obviously think that we think unilaterally. That's the problem with your thinking. I'm very critical of Al Haymon. This is the problem with people like you. You try to box in a group of people as monolithically thinking the same way. Past that BS, that bias that you actually have, that ignorance that you're expressing through your comments. Stop the bullshit. I'm calling people as I see it. So I'm gonna gently back out before I start brain harming people.
The only thing I could say, like with manufactured champions, like the only other situation I can really name on the PBC side recently was Gervonta Davis winning that WBA belt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he did to get that shot, man. That guy got that WBA belt positioned out of nowhere. But like we all know boxing is corrupt. Shit like this happens all the time, man. But let's see if the African dude could at least give us a competitive fight, man. That's all I want, man. I don't care who wins. It don't really affect anything, man. I don't think any of them are gonna be showing any eagerness to unify. Maybe the African dude might, but as a whole, I just see this as a fight that don't really show anything other than the fact that the African dude can fight. He's the only one that can brew anything. If Demetrius Andre wins, he's expected to win. So He's not really proving anything, Demetrius Andrade, in my opinion.
He can't prove anything because he's fighting a guy that is an unknown entity in boxing. And so if the guy wins, if he beats Andrade, it's shocking the world essentially. Well, at least the state that he's fighting in. Okay, because he's that unknown of a guy. Demetrius Andrade wins, there's no upside for him. He has a title. He's not a champion. He hasn't fought a champion. That's the problem that I have with it. People trying to make it something. Oh, it's an Al Haymon thing. Man, y'all killing me with this stuff. Listen, the fact that you guys want to gravitate to sides and games and cliques shows how you grew up. Homie, I grew up in I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. I didn't get participation trophies. You either won or you lost. And you dealt with it if you lost. And you came back and got better. That's how I grew up. That's how society should be. Society has this overall pussification that's happening. And we're seeing it in our sports. We're seeing it in our politics. We're seeing it in every walk of life. Stop the madness, man. Get up, stand up for the best fighting the best, and get it going, man. Man, why I sound preachy this morning?
Well,
and the law said when you
I ain't gonna lie.
down,
I'm going for the fucking African. I don't care. I hope he throw him off the ring like Killmonger threw T'Challa off that damn edge. I hope he pick him up.
Rematch one.
Hey, I'm pulling for that African like 20 mules.
I'm pulling for the North Ireland guy. I'm pulling for James Tennyson to knock out Tevin Farmer. I'm pulling for every upset on the card.
I got knocked out.
Hope he take him over the edge and say, "This is your WBA champion."
Hey, CJ, you know what they should call Tevin Farmer? They need to call security camera.
Yeah, I still find it funny when Tevin Farmer said he's the best. He's the best defensive fighter than Floyd.
Man, did you watch the Billy Joe fight, bro? Dog, I'm not the Billy Joe. The Billy Did fight. Billy Did was touching him, bro. Way too much, man. Man, Tevin Farmer, man, absolute idiot, man. With his eyes,
pro debut, he got knocked out.
And with his eyes and Tank's speech, they a bad combination, bro.
Farmer
Tank and Farmer, Tank's speech and Tevin eyes. That's a bad combination.
Do you think he's ever gonna fight Tank?
Oh, man, that's why he ran to the zone.
Hey, bro, Tank got Cabbage Patch Kid disease. Shit, that motherfucker's fucked up.
Whoa. That motherfucker fight, though. That motherfucker fight.
Hey, but you know what? If he keeps BSing, he ain't
gonna make it back to the ring. He ain't gonna make it back to the ring. You're right.
We're in the era of introverts, man.
Pick it up. Pick it down. He's smacking shits in the car. He beating girls up in the strip club allegedly while they playing rack it up. Pam. Him and AB. Hit that again, man. Hit that again.
That strip club where he's at, that shit off of Regal Road in Dallas, north of downtown, probably about I want to say about 8 miles north of downtown. And it's in an industrial park. I know I didn't realize it when you first mentioned that, CJ, but that was a club that I got when I was in the nightclub business. I got approached about investing in, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the location. This is maybe like 12 years ago. That club has been there a long time. And it's literally a hole in the wall strip club. That's like beyond hood. That's how crazy that little strip club is. It's in an old industrial building. I think the buildings were built in like the 40s. It's a real small, old school warehouse.
Hey, I don't know if y'all heard they canceled Luke Cage.
Ridiculous.
But no, it's gonna. Disney got their own streaming platform, and Disney owns Marvel, so they plan on
pretty much everything.
Yeah. So Disney gonna have its own platform, so they running out all the contracts of the Marvel shows on Netflix, and they gonna be on Disney new streaming platform. Two Robinson, appreciated family in the super chat. Yep. So yeah, want everybody to know that they Luke Cage season 3 probably gonna be on this Disney platform. Disney own everything. They gonna have live sports on there probably too. They own ESPN, ABC, Star Wars. Motherfuckers on everything.
My thing is, how can you cancel Luke Cage and not shoot Iron Fist in the head thoroughly?
They canceled that first.
Okay, yeah, thank God. Shit. So they canceled everything. Daredevil, Punisher.
I just know they didn't cancel Jessica Jones yet, from what I hear. I don't know why.
Jessica Jones is trash in comparison to Luke Cage.
Yeah, man. Luke Cage was a junk, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Iron Fist though, man. I mean, I seen hand towels that you can watch better than that show. That shit was trash on top of trash. That dude
Iron Fist was straight in the beginning, but it was just too slow.
Lame.
It was too slow. It had a good storyline in the beginning, but it was just too slow.
Yeah.
Too slow. I can't do. I mean, certain like Better Call Saul. It's a slow show, but I like it because I know the backstory. You know what I'm saying? I watch Breaking Bad, so I can get with it. I understand the whole build up. But man, a superhero show shouldn't be slow, bro. Not at all.
And look, and they canceled Luke Cage when it was about to get good. He just took over the street.
Man, Bushmaster, man. Woo, that he taking that, man. Make sure I hit the like button. Bushmaster, he took it over the top.
Yeah.
Grandma did too. What was her name?
Grandma.
Oh girl, I don't know. Miss Stokes.
Oh, are you talking about Alfred Woodard?
Yeah, she had played her role too. Everybody played their role in that joint, man. That was a good show.
You know what they threw the twist in? The guy she was having an affair with was having an affair with or had an affair with his boy. I'm like, come on, man, why y'all do it like that? He said this was just prison. I'm like, it's a prison. I'm like, that's Thomas Jones, man. Hey, Tom, I can't look at Thomas Jones and say,
yeah, the running back.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro.
They always gotta do the black actors like that, bro.
I know. You say, man, when he's in prison, I loved it you, man. I loved it you.
They always gotta do us like that, bro. Yeah, Black Lightning. I gotta watch episode 2. Yeah, I watch Black Lightning. That shit's good.
But you know the thing, Alex Santos, Luke Cage took control of his side of the street. That's actually based on a comic book arc where Luke Cage in the comics. This is like 20 years ago. He took over the streets, and I mean, he had Harlem on lock. No crime in Harlem, according to this. So I think that's where they were going if they were allowed to proceed with it. And that storyline was good, man. So, yeah. Netflix is changing, man, because they're getting rich.
Yep.
I mean,
at one point they were supposed to have, they was talking about having where that, you know, the movies in the movie theater, you can order them through Netflix and watch them on your TV, so you ain't got to go nowhere. They were trying to take movie theaters out the fucking game.
Oh, they will be. It's going to happen. Netflix has 136 or 138 million subscribers now. I mean, so you're looking at, that's $10 a pop, you know, a month. Dude, that's bank. That's DAZN. That's what DAZN wish they were at $10 a pop. Shit, 100, man, that's stupid money. Stupid money. But shit.
Yeah, man. This shit crazy.
I noticed Amazon starting to get the catalog all of a sudden now too.
Oh yeah. I got Amazon Prime. Yep. Hella shows. And they coming out with a YouTube page. I'm not a YouTube like platform, you know what I'm saying? Facebook already trending that way, but they be on some malarkey too, man.
Well, I know Amazon is coming out with a Star Wars television series. I think in 2019 or 2020. Supposed to be big budget.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if Disney will snatch that shit from them too.
Shit, they already locked in that contract. Shit. Hey, trying to take some shit away from Amazon, we bigger than you, cuz.
They ain't bigger than Disney, though.
They are.
You think they are?
Dude, for a fact they are. Amazon's $1 trillion company now. $1 trillion. Disney, last time I checked, Disney's worth like 500-600 million.
Okay.
Or 500 or 600 billion, I'm sorry. But Amazon went over the $1 trillion mark about 3 weeks ago. So that in fact that made the owner of Amazon worth over $200 million now. I mean $200 billion. I'm sorry, $200 billion. Got millions and billions. But yeah, I mean, Amazon is huge now. I mean, when your company, it's the second company ever to be worth $1 trillion. So, because there was an oil company out of China that hit $1 trillion about 10 years ago, and they went right back down. I don't see Amazon having that short
short peak. They going up and up and up because they into everything, bro. Amazon gonna be into making do-rags soon.
Yo,
Blood say YouTube need a competitor so I can jump ship. What's going on?
I know.
You guys know what's his name? David Haney's ranked 8 in WBA.
Yeah, we went over that the other day. Yep, he close. He ranked higher. He ranked higher than Teofimo Lopez and everything.
Yeah.
Teofimo Lopez fighting Mason Menard next.
Yeah, that guy keeps talking about a title shot next year. These guys be talking about title. One of them's gonna get stretched first, man. Who's your money on?
Teofimo Lopez.
Oh man,
he way more.
Robert Easton Jr. They're close to each other in the ranks.
No, I heard Robert moving up, bro. That's
Hey,
just what I heard.
Hey, Georgia boy, they already got Amazon on Xbox. I've had Amazon on my Xbox for like 3 years. 3 or 4 years.
Robert got the hype for it to move up.
Yeah, I had Amazon on my Xbox when I had one not too long ago. You said what? He got the hype?
Got the hype.
Shout out to Justin March in the super chat. You know,
I don't know. Is Tevin Farmer need to get caught on his blind side when his eye is turned to the right? That's all I gotta say. As soon as that eye turn, just catch his ass right in the temple.
If he lose to this guy, bro, I'm going to lie. He said X won the cable box.
That guy's a big dude, though.
Okay.
He's on the cable box. Yeah, he is a big dude. He punch harder than Tevin. I bet you that.
Yep.
Says we need to really start using the LDBC app. I totally agree with that.
I just realized, what's it? There's no way this guy getting a belt, man. At 145 at least at the moment. Devin Haney or any of these younger guys.
Unless Mikey move up.
Yeah, Mikey moves up, Lomo. Because Devin Haney, if you look at the highest way he's ranked, man, he's in line to fight Lomo soon.
He ain't gonna take that fight.
Lomo.
He ain't even gonna take that fight.
No.
So you better wait because Mikey's got unless he goes for what's that other dude that has the other belt?
Oh, I know why Foreman wants to fight Tank. He wants corrective eye surgery. That's
my God.
He said, "Fuck that LASIK. I'm gonna just go through and get this Tank fight. Straighten my shit out."
Yeah, Anthony Yard's fighting tonight, man.
Oh yeah, he fighting on the ESPN Plus app.
So
a lot of people.
I'm gonna check it out.
So what cafeteria person is he fighting today?
I don't know, man. A lot of people are mad at Anthony Yard.
Hey, the dude that scooped the mashed potatoes and put a little bit of gravy on there.
I gave y'all the gravy.
I'm telling you, man. A lot of people are mad at Anthony Yard in the UK, man. Some people are saying they're not watching him until he fights a competitive opponent.
Wow. I mean, it's real.
But he's still. Hey, say what you want. He's still treating himself like a prospect, which in reality, that's what he is. He's not a title contender. I mean, technically, he's maybe ranked. Being ranked doesn't mean you're a title contender. If he's fighting guys like, because he only had 12 amateur fights, so they're actually trying to get him as much experience as possible, get him more confidence, work on things. I have no problem with what he's doing. As long as he don't get no world title belt, I'm not gonna complain.
He turned down a title shot anyway.
Yeah, it was a smart thing for him to do. He wasn't ready for no better beef. He wasn't ready for him.
But I know what they're gonna do because they do this a lot in the UK, man. They have up and coming prospects fight each other. So at some point, I feel like he's gonna fight Boatsi because Boatsi wants that fight. He's talked about fighting Anthony Yard. Like that's the one fight they're trying to build up, him versus Boatsi.
Yeah, he could probably be a Boatsi, man. Boatsi, to me, he's a little too straight. I mean, he's really stiff. He doesn't have a lot of variation to his punch game either, man. He hasn't fought anybody either, man. But he's a prospect, man. But I do see some things from Boatsi, man. I think some of these guys, I just want them to get with some American trainers, man. But I actually don't think that Anthony Yard's. I think Anthony Yard's training is pretty decent.
I think Boatsi's straight. I think all that'll come with experience. I think he got a good. He all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's nice. And I want to see more punch variation from him, man. Like I said, to me, he's pretty much a 1-2 puncher at this point.
Yeah, I think he'll learn, man. Remember, these dudes young. We expect a lot out of these fighters.
No, but some of these guys like Boatsi has something to work with too, man. He's one of the guys that I would like to stand over sparring over here.
I feel like Anthony Yarde might have some stamina issues because he's heavily muscled. That guy's got a lot of muscle mass.
He does, man. He's massive.
So, like, if that fight goes to later rounds, I don't favor Buatsi. Buatsi's got that traditional boxer physique.
Yeah, I want to see Buatsi. I want to know about Buatsi's punching power, man. I still question that. You know what I mean? Some of the guys I think should have really.
I feel like he's like a sort of Errol Spence. He breaks people down rather than having like that one killer. I feel like he breaks people down.
Hey, I saw an interview with Buatsi, man. Buatsi, he had me cracking up laughing. He said, "Damn, this is the first time I see you with a haircut." He said, "Oh, I don't get a haircut. I don't get a haircut in training camp. I only get haircuts. I only get a haircut when I'm not training." He said, "I only get haircuts out for the fight." He said, "I need to start getting a haircut." So he said he started getting a haircut so he could show people how handsome. I said, "Nigga, you be walking around nappy all the time?"
Because that guy lives unbelievably close to where I live, man. It surprised me how close that he lives, man. But yeah, that dude, yeah, when he goes to the training camp, you see him with a full beard, man. The guy looking like 20 years older and shit. And then when it comes to fight day, the guy get clean shave.
You better not talk no shit about him.
Talk shit about who?
Hey, the guy looking like Andre. Remember Andre Bishop from Fight Night?
When he was in prison.
Hey, you know what?
Andre Bishop reminds me like he kind of looks a bit like freaking Anthony Joshua, bro. When he got that clean shave before he went prison.
Hey, Anthony Joshua is a living match. That man, that dude can start a fire with anything with that crop on his head, man.
Oh man, his hair was nappy doing that. He had naps and lint in his hair, man. Doing
Hey, let's correct this, Callie. His hair wasn't nappy. That shit was crunchy. There's a big difference, dog.
But what's up with the lint in his hair, though? Man? Hey, can I say about the lint?
Yo, a lot of people
filtration system in his hair unit.
Anthony Joshua because he didn't cut his hair because normally Anthony Joshua comes in with like a fresh cut. A lot of people thought that he was gonna take care of business like emphatically. A lot of people were surprised that Povetkin, especially casual fans, they were surprised that Povetkin was actually piecing up Anthony Joshua a bit in the fight.
Come on, Dr. Blake. You know, Anthony Joshua was trying to bring back nappy hair and lint. You know what I'm saying? That's a fashion statement, man. He was trying to make a statement. He said, "I'm bringing this."
They be edging up AJ hair with a rock and a chisel.
I'm telling you, man. They be asking AJ.
Said chip that shit.
Hey, how many picks you think Anthony Joshua broke, man? Right before the fight, man.
Hey, he don't have no Afro picks with the fist on them. Them hoes got open hands.
Hey, maybe Buatsi's scared to get a haircut. He might run into Dillian White and AJ Barber.
Hey, Dillian White, I don't know what's up with his hair, man.
Dr. Blake, who cut your hair?
Come man, I go to some people in like Fonteneve, man. I don't go to them people. They go to them celebrity barbers, the ones that you see on them Instagram account.
He said, "Hey, the no edge up is the newest look."
You a goddamn.
They go to them places where you get them celebrities, man. Like all the rappers be there, all the football stars be there. They go to them areas.
Hey, listen, if your barber don't sell weed on the side, you don't got a good barber.
Hey, think about this, you guys. Think about this, though. Anthony Joshua, like, man, I'm taking it all the way back. Back in the days when we had lint and, naps and lint and ashy skin. You know what I'm saying? Them good old days, man. Naps, lint, and ashy skin. You know how dude would be ashy. Like, nigga, put some lotion on, bro. Get some grease or something, bro.
I put up an Instagram picture yesterday.
Dry ass elbows and shit.
I put up an Instagram picture yesterday of the Rock bite that said, "Hi, I'm Dillian White. Can I bite that rock for you?"
Hey, that's an ashy nigga right there, though, bro. Dillian White, bro.
Hold on. Who the best rapper in the UK? I must know.
I don't know. Like, it all comes down to opinion. Like, a lot of people like Skepta. Stormzy's popular.
What about Big Shaq?
We got a lot of underground people as well.
What about Big Shaq?
I don't think that dude seriously, man.
Big Shaq. Blah, 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 blah.
Is Dave Craig still big in the UK?
Nah, he's
I don't be
kind of
listening
down
to
a bit.
anybody, man.
Kind of died down a bit, man.
Ain't that one girl Ella from the UK?
I think so.
That sings moved up. She got an accent.
J1 Pro says AJ hair not only bulletproof, it's fire retardant. Hey, you know why AJ had that lint in his hair? That's a hair filtration unit on the top of his head, man. You know, motherfucker be catching everything. You know how you got like fish water filters and fish tanks.
That shit a lint catcher.
AJ be using that as a headbutt device. Take the skin off your ass when he headbutts
Hey, CJ. Hey, CJ, when you speak next time you talk about dealing white, tell that nigga to use some lotion or some grease, some Crisco. Tell that nigga, you know, ashy is not the style, bro. You know, you can like it.
He ain't posted nothing up. Ain't no dessert. He's just about tea.
Because he has nothing to say, man.
AJ needs live potato and egg for a hair detangler. That's how
the only person in the UK that's open to say they don't want to fight someone is Tony Bellew.
Tony
that
Bellew
guy
half for a quarter.
He's like, I want to go home to my family.
Hey, no, this is the same thing about you know, everybody know this about because people don't know this about Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew, regardless of how he looks, he's actually a brother. He is. He's a black man.
That's what I was saying. Is he half for a quarter? That's what I was asking because he could.
He said his mama black. He just said his mama's black, man.
He said me most black.
Nah, he's from that rough area in Liverpool, man. There's a lot of slums there, bro.
Yeah, he's like a slummy ass dude. I mean, he eat like he had a diet of Errol Campbell's his entire life.
I'm telling you, bro.
Ain't got
like,
no muscle definition.
People know the ends of the UK, man. They be going in with their haircuts, man, and shit.
Like, motherfucker, have you ever worked out for a boxing match? Like, have you ever went on a specific diet? No, you ain't even.
Nah, he knows he's fat. He calls himself fat, man.
Nah, dude ain't got no cuts in his fingers and forearms. I'm like,
he said he's gonna feel embarrassing when you lose to a fat man, to David Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, Tony be coming there looking like a squeezed water bottle.
It'd be horrible, man.
Motherfucker like a melted plastic bag with arms. Shit,
I mean,
he look like when Missy Elliott had that trash bag on in that video.
A melted G.I. Joe figure.
Hey, I'm about to get off, man. I gotta feed the baby.
Shit, I'm
ready to eat, baby.
Hey, go do college football. We got to do some type of college football live or something today, bro.
Man. Hey, hit me up, man. But I'm about to go ahead and log. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you subscribe to World Breaker Fighting.
Hey, let me say this real quick. Dealing white, if you listen to this, nigga, use lotion, nigga. Stop being ashy. Ashy is not the style, brother.
He did that Murray's pomade on his lips. Fuck him. Anyway.
All right, appreciate it, Dr. Blick, for coming on. Y'all can follow him at Golden Gloves Boxing. Y'all know what it is. We gone.